million in Brisbane. Most major cities in Australia, as you can see, are about $1 million. Sydney is 1.7 million. But here's the wild thing. That's the median home. You pay $1 million and you're in a shithole neighborhood surrounded by undesirables and people you don't want to be surrounded by. Like, what? What are you going to have to pay for a real home? 2 million? 2.5 million? I know you do in Australia. One of the big reasons why I don't live there. Another big reason why I don't live there is because they're on the same slippery slope as Canada. Tweeted this out yesterday. Got a little bit of pushback. Now you can do what you will with these numbers. Most of them are pretty accurate. Again, I use ChatGPT, some people use Claude, there's like 2 to 3% differences in them. But this is the state of Australia, and it's the same in Canada. If you want to buy $1 million home in Australia, you've got to pay $40,000 on day one to the government. They call that stamp duty. You've got to pay 1% land tax every year. So that's $10,000 every year. If you buy a new home, the government comes up with another tax separate from stamp duty. They call that GST. Oh, that's another $100,000. Imagine this. A lot of people say that, oh no, but homes are not. Home is your primary residence, so you don't pay capital gains taxes on that. And that is true. But imagine if you go for a holiday to Bali for a month. You rent out your home on Airbnb for a month. Technically, that's a rental property. Do you really trust the Australian government, the Canadian government, European governments to actually think rationally about that? Or do you think that because you rented your house out for a month or even a week 5 years ago, they might even try to classify your home as a rental property? Again, that's more speculation. But I think that's coming. And again, this is kind of nuts. If you actually run the numbers, and I ran the numbers on that Twitter post if you guys want to run the numbers and have a look at it, the number of taxes is insane. But if you run the numbers in Canada, Australia, New Zealand, blue states in America, most European countries, you're actually paying about 70% of your wages to the government every single year. You saw the taxes on homes. Imagine this. Imagine making $500,000. And by the way, let's say that's Australian dollars. That's like 250 USD.